Hi, this is the video how to find square root of any number. So actually, in order to find square root of any number, we have three ways to find out square root. I would say three methods. The first method is repeated subtraction. Here we repeatedly subtract odd numbers from any number which we want to find square root of that number. So this is repeated subtraction, and I will explain this further in this video. And the second method is prime factorization. In prime factorization, we just factorize any number in its prime factors, and then we proceed further for finding square root of that number. And the last method is the division method. In division method, we just apply division on any number and find square root of that number. So these are the three methods, and in this video I will mainly focus on repeated subtraction and prime factorization. I will focus on these two methods only, and in my next video I will make a separate video for division method, because it will be difficult to explain all the three methods in one video. So that is why in this video I'm completely focusing on these two methods, and division method will be discussed in the next video. First of all, let us talk about repeated subtraction. In repeated subtraction, what we do is we take odd numbers and we subtract these odd numbers from a particular number. I will explain this with example. So let us take a number. Let us say, for example, we have number 81, and we need to find square root of 81, right? In order to tell you how to apply repeated subtraction method, I just want to tell you a simple trick. Like when in number series, or you might have done this thing that sum of first three, I would say one, you can take 1 2 3. I'm just simply taking the sum of first three odd numbers will be equal to 3 square. So how many numbers we are taking? We are taking three odd numbers. First three odd numbers, this will be equal to 3 square. First odd number is 1, second odd number is after 1 2 3, then third odd number is 5, and this should be equal to 3 square. So 5 plus 3 8 1 9, 9 is equals to 9. So this is true. Again, you can take sum of first 5 odd numbers. I can take 5 odd numbers. This will be equals to 5 square. So how many numbers we are taking? The square of that number, 5 square. It will be equal to, first we are taking first 5. So first is 1, then 5, then 1 3 5, then 7, then 9. This should be equals to 5 square. 9 plus 7 16, 16, 5 plus 3 8 plus 1 9, 9 plus 16 is equal to 25, which is also equals to 5 square. So this is actually true. So here the logic is we will keep on moving like this, and we will reach to a statement or a kind of a truth that sum of first n odd numbers will be equals to n square. So we are taking first n odd numbers, this should be equals to n square. So what is the logic behind explaining all these things is, I just want to tell you that square of any number can be written as sum of odd numbers. square of any number can be written as sum of odd numbers less than that number, right? So in the same way, we were talking about how to find under root or square root of 81, and in order to explain, in order to solve this answer, what we will do is the name of the method is repeated subtraction. So we will subtract something from 81. How? Repeatedly. So we will subtract odd numbers from 81 till we get 0. So first odd number, then second odd number, and keep on till we get 0. So 81 minus 1, 80. 80, second odd number, which is 3, which will be equal to 77. Then 77, next odd number, which is equal to 72. Next 72 minus 65. Next 65 minus 9, 56. Next 56 minus 11. Then 45. Then 45 minus next after 11, next odd number is 13. It will give us 32. Next odd number 32 after 13, next odd number is 15. This will give us 17. After 15, 16 is not an odd number, then 17. So 17 minus 17 is equal to 0. So we will proceed up to this only. Then we will count how many times we have subtracted. So the number of times we have subtracted, that will give us the value of the square root. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have subtracted 9 odd numbers from the number, then we get 0. So our answer would be 81. Square root of 81 will be equals to 9, right? So this will be our answer. In this way we can find square root of other numbers as well. What is the problem in this method is repeated subtraction. Like, this is actually a very time consuming method, so that is why we usually avoid using this method on finding in order to find square root of numbers. So what we do is we simply goes for prime factorization method or the division method. Right now I will talk about the prime factorization method. And in prime factorization method, it is simply as the name suggests, what we do is we take prime factors of the number, right? So in prime factorization, we simply take factors of numbers. Let us consider very simple example. Let us take example in order to find square root of 324. In one of my previous video I explained how to find prime factorization. First of all, we will make a table 324, and we find the smallest multiple of this number, and the last digit or the unit digit is 4. So it will definitely be, it is an even number, so it is definitely be divided by 2. So we will take 2. 2 ones are 2, and 1 is left here, and 2 6 are 12, 2 2 are 4. And if some students find it difficult, then you please tell me. I will explain. I will make a separate video on this, how to find prime factors of number. So again, this is a even number, so we can again divide it with 2. 2 8 is 16, 2 1s are 2. This is odd number. Now we will focus on some odd number. Let us take 3. 3 2s are 6, 7 8, 2 left, 2 3 7s are 21. Again it will be divided with 3. 3 9s are 27, 3 3s are 9, then 3 1s are 3, right? So these are the prime factors. So how we can write 324 as 324 can be written as 2 cross 2, 3 cross 3, then again 3 cross 3. So what we find here is this number can be written as pairs, in pairs. So one pair, second pair, third pair. So what we do is simply for one pair we will write a single number, for second pair we will write that number, and for third pair we will write 3. Actually, what is the meaning of square root? In square root, suppose we have 3 cross 3, so in square root we write single term for that. Na square root means we have two numbers and we are taking root of that number and we are writing single number for that. That is why for these pairs I'm writing single numbers, and these single numbers, multiplication of these single numbers will give us the square root of these numbers. So 3 3 is a 9, 9 2 is a 18. So the square root of 324 is equals to 18, right? This is our answer. Like in this way we can find prime factorization, prime factors, and then we can find answer of these numbers. And I will give you another example, and this will be should be done by you. Let us take 6400 and the answer of this question is 80. Again you will make factors of this number 6400, and then you will find out the answer, right? And let us take another simple example. In case you have 90, or any other example, but I am taking here the numbers that I have taken till now were perfect numbers. In case you find any non imperfect number, like which cannot give us the square root of the number properly, so what we do is I will explain this with example. Let us take 90. This is not a perfect square, so our job here is to find whether this is a perfect square or not. So again, with the help of prime factorization, it will be very easy. Simply we will take its prime factors: 2, 45, then 3 1s are 3, 3 5s are 15, right? Then 3 5s are 15, then 5. So right here 90 can be written as 3 multiplied by 3, then 2 multiplied by 5. So we have single pair, we do and number 2 and 5 do not occurs in pair. So these numbers does not occurs in pair, so this is actually not a perfect square. Still, if we are given to find square root of this number, what we will do is we will simply write, because when we take square root of this whole number, right, we are actually taking square root. I told you that what is the meaning of square root. It means the numbers which are in pair that can be written single-handedly. So 3 can be take out of this square root, and the number which will be left will be 2 multiplied by 5, which will be equal to 3 under root 10. So the numbers which are not perfect square, that can be written in such ways, and we can say that these are not perfect squares. Okay, if this would have been a perfect square, then it should be written in this way. There would be no any term which has some root value or under root value, right? And the next question I would like to focus on is, in case you have given any number, and you are given any number, let us say you are given 9408, and they are saying that, first of all, tell whether this is a perfect square or not. First thing you have to find is it a perfect square? How you can say this is a perfect square? Whenever you find the square root, a proper square root of any number, so you would say that this is a perfect square. In case you don't find you find that there are some of the numbers which does not occur in pair, then obviously that will not be a perfect square, right? So first our first job is to find whether this is a perfect square or not, and if not, then by which number it will be divided or multiplied to make this number a perfect square, right? These type of questions are very interesting and easy also, if you learn how to solve these type of questions. So what I will do is, first of all I will find prime factorization. As you already know, this is the way to find prime factorization, and I am going to write simply the prime factorization of this number. I do not want to waste my time in finding out this. This will be 2 cross 2, 2 cross 2, again 2 cross 2 multiplied by 7 cross 7, and last is 3. You can find it by yourself also. Now the fact is, here this is in pair, this is in pair, this is in pair, this is in also pair, so we are left with 3. So what we have is, obviously first question was, but is it a perfect square? No, this is not a perfect square. Why? Because this is the number which does not occur in pair over here. So no, this is not a, it is not a perfect square, right? And the next question was, to which number it should be multiplied or divided, so in order to make this number a perfect square. So obviously if there would not be 3, the number which is left, that would be a perfect square, right? Or if we multiply this number with one more 3, so this number will come in pair. There will be a pair for 3 also. So 3 is the number which, when whether multiplied or divided with whether this number is multiplied or divided with 3, then this number will become a perfect square. So if I have to divide 9408 with 3, then this will give us the value of 3136. So it will be having these pairs. They will not be 3 because we have divided this number with 3 and this has been cancelled out. So I will write, so in order to find square root of this number, so 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2, 7. So this will be the square of square root of this number. 2 to the 4, to the 8, 8 7s are 56. So this will be the answer. The square root of this number will be 56, and this is the number which is a perfect square. In the same way, if we have to multiply, so we will multiply 9408 with 3, and whatever answer we will get, that will again be a perfect square, right? So I have explained how to find a square root of any method with the help of these two methods, and the next method I will make a separate video on that. Thank you so much for watching.